Hey, you do the intro. I'm still retweeting this stuff.
Ah, this fucking guy. Welcome to rows 1 through 27. Episode 192. We're back. We got a big one. I wanted to do this shit tomorrow. Keep this in mind. This fucker Travis kept pushing this shit out every 30 minutes. And it'll just be like, hey, 7, hey, 7:30, hey, 8, hey, 8:30. So here we are on fucking Tuesday at 8:30 p.m. God forbid, our longest show of the year probably. And it's 8:30.
I don't
But
think it'll be that long.
we have a lot of shit. Okay, we have a lot of predictions. Let's
I
go
think
talk
you're
about
underestimating our ability to get through it.
I don't think so, but we're going to talk about Bowman Gray a little bit and our picks for the chase, and also Daytona coming up. We got practice and quali tomorrow. Is that correct?
Yep.
Okay, practice
That
and
and then
quali, and then
duels Thursday night.
Thursday duels, Friday truck, Saturday Xfinity, Sunday Cup. We got a packed fucking schedule. I told my girlfriend I was fucking around with her last week. I was like, I can't be bothered. I was like, because I forgot Valentine's Day as well. Keep that in mind. And she's like,
Oh yeah,
well,
and you gave me shit for
hey,
not forgetting it.
fuck you. You've been together with her for like 3 days now. Okay, maybe today's day 4. Today's day 4. I'll give you that. But then I forgot about
Couple
that.
months,
So
but
it's a it's a busy weekend for all the fellas and the ladies. Got a lot of shit going on. Not many sports anymore. Baseball starts up in about 11 days, spring training wise. College baseball starts in like 4. So I mean, we're still
sleeping
getting
on
at it.
basketball.
I mean, basketball is basketball. I mean, I'm a Tennessee fan. I just, you know, we sold the Kentucky game, and it just pretty much put the dagger in my heart that I can't handle this fucking team anymore. But shout out Nate Mint. Uh, but yeah, I mean, we're gonna talk about old Bowman Gray, what it was, what it gave to us, what we can expect for later on the season. More horsepower, things like that. We actually saw it live in person, and on TV as well. Travis was there, so he can tell us any stories if he has any, and how he froze his dick off the whole
Oh, it was
race.
cold. I layered
Yeah,
up. I layered up though. I was ready.
I can only imagine. But yeah, we'll get into that. Kind of have us a longish little show, maybe an hour and a half, God willing, if he loves us. But if he doesn't, then it'll be 2 hours. But yeah, tell us
I don't
about
think
Bowman
it's.
Gray. How was it?
I mean, dude, I love Bowman Gray. Like it is, and I'm still trying to figure out my setup here. So like, bear with me. But um, use
Why
my
don't you get like
cappuccino
hold on?
velos.
Why don't you get like a water bottle or something you can put behind your phone?
I got it. I needed to get my phone up higher, so like it wasn't like cutting half of my
You in a
forehead
camper right
off.
now?
Yeah.
You're in a camper?
Yes.
The fact I knew that is just fucking. You live in a camper?
Yeah.
That is hard as fuck.
Yeah. No, dude, it's baller. Like,
Okay, go
dude, I
on.
love it here.
Go
I
on.
got strawberry shortcake in the background. No, it's awesome here. No, Bowman Gray was awesome though. I mean, obviously, like all the delays and stuff weren't, but I mean, like the atmosphere there. It's like for people that say like they want grassroots short track racing back in the sport, um, and NASCAR to
Clear your damn
embrace more
throat.
of it. Yeah, NASCAR to embrace more of it. I guess though, it's like Bowman Gray is kind of like I feel like having the Clash there is the there we go. I got it. Is like the closest we're gonna get to that
I missed the
as
Coliseum. I'm not gonna lie. I really did like the Coliseum. I don't feel like it worked well, but like looking back, I was like, you know what? That was somewhat a fun race. It's not as fun as Bowman Gray, but like the Coliseum was a pretty cool idea.
it was also really expensive is probably
Yeah.
the reason that um and plus I'm sure the teams don't want to drive across the country for an exhibition event. That's the big part of it too. So I mean, I think the Coliseum was cool for a couple years, but um, Bowman Gray's grassroots and like it's what we do, and it represents like the roots of this sport, and like there's no better place for us to go to
Mhm.
and kick off the season, and in my mind, like appreciate like where we came from and the roots of this sport than Bowman Gray Stadium, and it represents so much, and I think it's important for NASCAR to continue to go there and embrace that kind of stuff, and that's why I'm like I think it's an awesome event, and that's why it was so important for me, like through all the weather and stuff, if there's any possible way I could make it there, I was going to be there, and was able to make it work with the schedule and stuff and get there for the race. And I was really happy with it, man. It was a good time.
Yeah.
Then yeah, obviously got a little interesting with the sleet during the race, and that was probably the thing that made me laugh the most was NASCAR playing pretend like while the sleet was
Yeah, I
coming
mean
down, like they were about to throw.
they knew it was coming. They had the wet tires ready. Like everything was set up for success, but we still fucking pitter pat in classic NASCAR style. We pitter pattered around, make more out of the situation than it actually should be, should I say? Um, and
It
of
was
course
coming
we
down too
followed.
hard. Like they could not have gone
So
racing with how hard it was coming
yeah,
down.
I get him that. Like I feel like the red flag was actually needed when we brought him back to the pits, and we knew we were going to put on wet tires, and they held him for a while. That was good because it was sleeting, but then it started getting to like the rain, and it started like at least on screen for how it looked for us, it looked like it was raining. It didn't look like it was even sleeting to begin with.
I had like a pile of ice on my backpack for reference.
Okay,
Um,
see, like on TV, you couldn't see that. Like it just looked like it was looked like it was raining.
yeah, no, it definitely it was sleet. It was coming down pretty good.
Well,
Um,
but
so
it added a little extra drama to the broadcast. I mean, not broadcast really. They weren't really dramatizing it. It was just mostly like, well, they came prepared for this. They're ready for it. So, and I feel
yeah,
like that extra pit stop kind of did help out a little bit because we had the half break at 100 laps, and we of course went racing for like what 20, maybe 20
yeah,
laps, maybe, and then all this shit started coming down. Of course, red flags or any yellow flag at this race didn't count towards an actual lap towards the race, which probably would have ended a lot shorter. Say if we did. Only
I
green
believe
flag
they
laps
ran
matter.
like 170, like 177 laps under caution.
Only green flag laps count at the I don't know the Clash. Sorry, I forgot the name of it. Only green flag laps count, so it didn't really affect it much, honestly. But no, it did add a little bit extra spiciness to the race though, because I mean it was all right. And in the first 100 laps, I mean we didn't really see much. You just saw people beating and banging the fuck out of each other like we do every year. Nothing extra. I mean, I feel like last year's race was a little bit better because we saw a lot more drama. You saw the drama with Justin Haley and Kyle Busch, and then the shit with Ty Gibbs,
Well, that was
Suarez.
the heat races, which we unfortunately did not get this year
That is true.
because of
That
the
was.
weather.
But we did have an LCQ, and who fucking won that bitch? Who spanked the fuck out of him?
He drove away from everybody. Yeah,
He
no,
did.
he
He
did.
did.
Yeah, he did a great job in that LCQ.
And I knew
Um,
it. I told you. Like, I knew it. I knew we would because we did the same shit last year. If you don't forget, because we beat the fuck out of that backseater, that red car, that beautiful fucking, chef's kiss. I will die for that diecast. I want it so bad, but I don't have any space for it, so I can't get it. But I knew we were going to. I mean, pretty much whenever I saw that we were one spot out of getting locked into the race, because we qualified 21st, top 20 qualify in. 2 people from LCQ get in. So we qualified 21st, and I was like, hey, fuck, we're starting first. I'm gonna go ahead and go into the race a little bit here and just kind of talk about it. I feel like
yeah,
we've kind of had there wasn't much to really watch on the race day besides the race in the LCQ. In the LCQ, we saw McDowell up there with Josh starting second. McDowell just jumped the fucking gun. I mean, I was a little questionable. Like at first, I was like, "How the fuck did he get that lead?" Because I didn't know what the fuck happened. And I was like, "He just drove away." I was like, "That car must be a fucking rocket." And then we saw that first caution. I forgot who spun. Do you remember who it was?
Herbst.
Herps. Yeah, he got fucking cleaned. He got cleaned out. I remember that. Yeah, we saw that, and then pretty much they ruled McDowell at the back of the pack. Next start, it was AJ and Josh. AJ kind of drove up. He was pretty damn fast too. I'm not gonna lie. He has some speed up there, but he couldn't keep it on the street. He was good in the corners, not good on the straights.
Dude, watching when AJ got to second and then LaJoy like running it, like watching LaJoy run AJ down, like you could like because AJ had like a pretty good gap
And
ahead
you
of
were
Corey,
right
and
though. That's
Corey
the
just
craziest part.
ran
You
him
were you were
down.
right
Like,
about Corey. You were right. Or what
yeah,
was it? You were Cooper. I can't think because Cooper
it
was.
was
I think
me.
he was. Okay, yeah. Yeah, Cooper. I think Cooper was too. But you were right. I mean, fuck me. I'll go into it a little bit. After AJ kind of got ahead, we kind of pulled away. Lap traffic became a factor, and then we kind of got to see the battles once we got in the lap traffic. A lot of shit got a little spicier because people don't want to get the fuck out of the way. They want to do whatever they can to get in this race. I'll tell you, I think that was the best battle, the best clean battle, should I say, I've seen in a while, was between Corey and Cindric. I mean, that was top tier. Like, I feel like we had a little treat out of that for 35 laps straight.
Yeah, I was expecting somebody to go spin in there.
And for Corey LaJoie,
and they
the
never
person you
did.
expect to wreck. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, you expect Corey to cause some shit to happen. And it didn't happen is the biggest part. I mean, of course, they were beating the fuck out of each other. They were trading paint. They were going hard in the corners. One would go high, and then one would do a switchback, go low. And it was just back and forth. And it was real clean and, up in the front the whole time. It's kind of just Josh running away. I mean, I think we finished like a 7-second lead. And after that, I mean, it was just them battling, and it was a great battle the whole time. I was thoroughly impressed by the cleanliness of both drivers. And AJ kind of just slacking behind. He was kind of far back for a little bit. But once they started getting side by side for about 20 laps straight, it kind of pulled AJ in a little bit. And in those last 5 laps, we saw AJ kind of close the distance a little bit and just wait for one of them to fuck up until the last lap. Pretty much that last lap, they were just going all in. Corey and Cindric, they were just slapping the fuck out of each other. Just, okay, Travis. Okay. I don't know what the fuck you're saying, but okay. They were slapping the fuck out of each other, and Cindric, he was on the top. Corey was on the bottom. Corey just dove it in, slapped the hell out of Cindric, and then out of nowhere, AJ rear-ended the fuck out of someone. I think it was Cindric, and sent him flying up the track into Corey. And, yep, that was it. Cindric got in. Barry won. Cindric got in.
You got me?
Yeah.
I still can't hear anything. Hold up.
Hello. Testicle difficulties. This guy, he's 2 hours late to his own fucking podcast and can't even get it on time. But here I am on. Here's my Josh Williams corner piece, and then I have Austin Hill. You can see my shrine back here.
I got you now.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, my dad picked a fantastic time to try to call me, and it screwed my whole thing up.
Good shit. Well, I went into the end of the race. Just pretty much Cindric and Corey beat the fuck out of each other. AJ gave him the bumper. Cindric got in.
Yeah, it was a great battle. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty much LCQ didn't bring much to us. I mean, it was just mostly them just beating the fuck out of each other. McDowell has some speed. He made up a lot of spots after he got sent to the back. But besides that, I mean, it was an LCQ. You expect the leaders, the top 5, to beat the fuck out of each other. John Hunter impressed a little bit. He was kind of fast, kind of. I'm telling you, put a fucking water bottle behind your phone, Travis.
It is behind it.
Like, fill up the water bottle. I can hear how empty it is.
It's pretty full.
This guy.
I need something to set my phone on.
Then we get to the main race. The event of the century, the Snowmageddon. I'll tell you what. Like I said, the first 100 laps, they were all right. I mean, we just saw the regular Clash shit, just beating the fuck out of each other, pretty much, just seeing who can get up front. Briscoe looked very fast. I'll say that. Briscoe, Byron, and who else was up front? Am I missing someone?
Gibbs.
Who had the fastest cars? Briscoe, Byron, and someone. Ty Gibbs. Yep, that was it too. I forgot. Ty Gibbs, they had some pretty damn good cars. I mean, Briscoe was fast, but after that first caution, I feel like he got a little fucked. Got out of the way a little bit. Couldn't catch back up with all the lap traffic that was coming into a factor. I don't think I have any highlights from the first 100 laps. Do you?
No, I mean, it was good racing.
It was. Yeah,
nothing super notable, but yeah, no, it's just good racing.
Then we go in the break.
Everything.
100 laps. Go in, change tires. The pit crews. It's kind of like, Jesus Christ, another cat. Go in, change tires. Go back out racing. Nothing good for the first 20 laps. Then the snowstorm comes. The little storm. This 3.5-hour race that should have been an hour and a half long in total, probably. Put everything under a red flag. Kind of put a a pause on everything. Everyone changed tires. Of course, they brought wet tires just in case. Thankfully, because that would have been a fuck show if not. But it still was a fuck show, but it was a controlled fuck show. We finally get back racing, and I mean, these cars, they're going. I mean, out of the corner, they're maybe a fourth throttle. They're barely even pressing the gas. They're so loose on exit. I don't know if anyone had the onboard on and you were watching it. I always watch it on HBO Max. It is well worth it if you have HBO Max to go watch the onboards. It just gives you a new insight to like the drivers and like also the guy you like. Because say you like a guy like me, and he's never in the front besides like once every month, maybe. It kind of gives you a way to watch him move through the pack a little bit. It just adds a little bit extra spice to the race. I always got an iPad in front of me, and then I have the race on the TV, so I can watch them both spotter radio and ear. Travis,
I'm here.
okay, I was making sure. I was just like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, pretty much it was just a wreck fest. That's all it was. People sliding out, that couldn't control it. There was one dry line, no one could ride the bottom, and that was learned very quickly within the first 3 cautions, maybe, that no one could ride the bottom like we usually would at this track. So everyone had to go high because that was the preferred lines where they had the most grip. The tires, they had a little bit more traction up there. Like I said, you still couldn't give it any gas out of the corner. And I would say the first 30 laps that we actually got to run clean, it dried up the track quick. And we saw cars find more speed. Random people up front, though. I mean, even with the winner, I guess we can say. I mean, SVG was up there up front. I mean, he was damn fast. Connor Zillich. People
Dude,
like that up front. People you didn't expect.
I was with Dalton, and I told him like once it started raining and we put those rain tires on, I told him watch out for SVG because he's got a lot of experience running in the wet, and you saw him pretty much drive right up to the front.
Like, beat the fuck out of in the corner.
Yeah, well, he was able to drive right up to. I mean, he was running in the back and drove right up to the front pretty much, and led a good amount of laps.
Even people who have experience on those wet tires. But yeah, I mean that was pretty much the story of the race. I mean, it was kind of with all the cautions and all that were coming out and leaders hitting the wall. Priest found a way to work his way up front. I mean, awesome story for him, especially for a track that someone grew up in. Not really grew up in because he grew up in Boston, but like a track you have ran modifieds at many times in your life. To finally get that first win with weird circumstances, I will give it that, and it doesn't count as a win. But to get that first somewhat win at a track like that you have history at is just really cool. I think everyone liked that win, and if you didn't, then fuck you, honestly, because there's something wrong with you, and you're just a Chase Elliott fan, probably.
I thought him crying over the Clash was a little bit much, but
the first fucking win. He's 37.
It's the Clash.
You wouldn't cry?
I'd probably cry because of how much money I was going to make, but
exactly.
Dude,
so you'd still cry?
Yeah, okay, because I'd probably get a big
point invalidated. Travis is shit talking to shit talk.
He was crying over the Clash.
I was like, I've been working my whole fucking life for this. And his little fucking the kids with cancer car went home and cried in his fucking dad's lap. Oh, Bill, it's a fucking great win. You know, I don't give a fuck.
He didn't do it. He didn't do it on TV.
You know what? You know, not every driver is spoon fed. All right, they don't get the best equipment. You know, if you had to power through 4 years at Stewart Haas too, I'd probably be crying with an actual somewhat competitive car. Am I wrong or am I right?
Just save the crying for when you win a race that counts. Come on, man. That's my thoughts.
Okay, I mean that's a fair point, but still, it was a win. A win's a win. A win's a win. A win's a win. But yeah, I mean he got that first win. It was pretty cool. In a beautiful car too. I do love that Coke scheme. The Coke scheme is very nice.
Not going to get a die cast, unfortunately, of it because Coke won't give them the licensing rights to make it.
Coke and Monster, they're two fucking rich assholes.
Yeah.
But yeah, besides that, I have nothing really else. I mean, I don't remember who all wrecked in the race. I just remember there's a fuck ton of wrecks. I mean, Barry wrecked out. We broke a toe link and fucked us up pretty good, but we still finished.
Every car was running at the finish.
Yeah.
Crazy enough.
Yep.
Nobody DNF'd.
Yep. We had a nasty lick, but I mean, besides that, we came back out still on the lead lap. Don't know how. But
I don't know. Will you see this background like tweaking green?
No.
I guess that's just on my screen. The background was like tweaking with like green bars. It was doing that last week too. Well, I'm glad. I'd rather that just be on my screen than everybody else see that.
Do you have anything else to add into the Clash?
No, I love Bowman Gray. I hope we go back next
Hope we
year and
can
do
go
it
back. I hope
again.
I can actually go
If
1 year.
yeah, yeah, come on next year.
Maybe.
If they do it again, come on. Yeah, no, it's a good time. And then
I
I
got a
was
packed schedule this month. I'll say that though. I'll tell you that right
I,
now.
I sent I sent the like I know I showed you like when I was on the way home I stopped at like some of the race shops
This guy.
and stopped in the track house shop and I was just like looking around the lobby and the gift shop and stuff. And SVG and Connor Zillich just come like walking in for like meetings I guess and stuff and cool as shit. Like there were a few other people there and they were taking pictures and signing autographs and stuff. Cool dudes, man.
You
Shout
should have
out to
asked him for
those
his hat.
guys. He probably would have said like, "No, mate, I can't do that." Oh
No,
no, mate. Red Bull will fire me.
it's hard because it's busy. Like I feel like next month as well. It's hard to justify going to the Clash for me at least because how far away it is. Because I mean, you look at the schedule after the Clash. I mean, you have Daytona right after, and then Atlanta, and then what? Coda, Phoenix, Vegas, Darlington, Martinsville, Bristol, Kansas, which we don't go to, and then Dega. You know what I'm saying? Like you have so many, and then you have Charlotte a couple weeks later, and then Nashville. There's so many local races to go to, and it's hard for me to justify going to the Clash, I guess, because there's so much more I could go to. Um, Speaking of races, though, I did find out the company I work for. I work for a trucking business, and we kind of work with Pilot a little bit because they are our number one like fuel supplier. They are putting us on their car at Bristol for Sammy Smith. Sammy Smith is going to be running a Pilot and Fraley and Chilling scheme. So I'm getting free pit passes and free like fucking pampered seats to Bristol. And it's
Oh
going to be
fuck
sick as
yeah,
fuck.
dude.
And I went and
That's
bought a
awesome.
Sammy Smith hat because I was like, man, I don't like Sammy, but I mean, if he's going to be running our company, I'm going to fucking rep it. Because if I'm getting free pit passes, I'm getting free shit. Dude, I'll fucking rep Sammy Smith. I don't give a fuck.
You gotta rock it, yeah. That's
You know what I'm
awesome.
saying? And I found they had the cherry sun drop hat for like $15 on Dale Jr.'s website. And I was like,
Hell yeah. It's a
I'll buy it.
sweet hat.
Yeah, it is. And especially where I'm getting all this free shit. I can't pass it Bristol because it's always free because I got link ups. And of course for Atlanta, you get the cheap hookup, and then me and Stretch are doing Darlington because he's flying in from the Middle East to just go. He's flying in for 4 days just to go to this race. I hope you know that also.
That's crazy.
He took a leave for 4 days because he wants to go to Darlington that bad. That's why I told him I was like, if you
I
want to
didn't
and if you are that dedicated, I will
I,
not say no to you.
I didn't know you could take leave while you were deployed. That's crazy.
He's been there for a year and a half and hasn't came home a single time.
Oh really?
Yeah.
Oh, so it's
So
not just a deployment. He's like there.
yeah, he's there. He was supposed to be out there for a year, but they really fucked him, and now he's out there for 2 years.
Damn.
Yeah, so they fucked him good. But he hasn't came home a single time. So when he told me he wanted to come home, actually, I was like, just fly to Knoxville. I'll drive you to your mom's. We'll chill there for a day, and then we'll go to the race on Saturday, Sunday. I'll take you back to the airport.
That's awesome, dude.
But yeah, I'll go Darlington. I'll go Bristol. I'm doing Atlanta for sure. Dega is a question mark. I don't know about that yet. But there's just so many races that I have to go to, and it's hard to justify going to the Clash, especially with ticket prices. And there's no winner out of it. Like, yeah, it'd be cool to see like Josh win or someone like that, but like, I don't get anything out of it. You know what I'm saying?
It's just because it's Bowman. It's seeing cup cars at Bowman
Yeah.
Gray is like the
If it
selling
counted,
point for
if
me.
it counted towards something, then I would definitely like. You know what I'm saying? If it counted towards a win or something like that, like I feel like
Bowman Gray is the most like grassroots
I would rather
home
have
track
Bowman Gray over
feeling.
Martinsville. I hate to say that.
Like if you want to see cup cars and it really feel just like a grassroots like home track short track race, like that's what Bowman Gray feels like, and that's what's so cool about it to me.
Yeah. Well, we can
Want to do
we can
some
go ahead and
chase picks?
yeah, I was gonna say we can go and do some picks. I would say we can just pick a truck pick, like one single pick who we think's winning the championship, one for O'Reilly's and then one for Cup. Or I mean all 16 for Cup. So we can kind of have all three series. We can just have one champion for truck and O'Reilly's and then do all 16 for Cup.
All right, yeah, let's knock out Truck and O'Reilly real quick. We'll do Truck first. Who's your championship pick?
Lane Riggs. I feel like without Corey Haim, he probably has the best. I would say Lane Riggs or Chandler Smith, one of the front row trucks, because we know they're the two probably most competitive trucks behind Tricon. It'll be hard for me not to say one of them. So I feel like Lane probably cleans it up this year without Corey Haim running full time, and he has a better shot to get more points and get more wins.
Well, you mentioned Tricon. My pick's going to be Caden Honeycutt
I wouldn't
taking
mind it,
over
honestly.
taking over that 11 team that we just saw be absolutely dominant last year. He got his feet wet in the Toyota camp and was really fast when he hopped into the 52 the last half of last year, and now he comes over to a team that won the 13 races last year and steps into that seat. I think it's setting up for Caden to have a big year, and I'm going with him as my championship pick.
I like it. I can't argue with it. I like Hayden, so I'm not gonna argue. Uh, O'Reilly's. I'll let you pick first because I gotta think about this.
I know, yeah, you're not lying. Um, we know it's going to be so hard to beat those JRM cars. They're really the class of the field. So it's kind of the layup pick, but I'm going to go Justin Allgaier. Like, I think it's hard to pick against him when, how many years we've seen in this series on a week in, week out basis that he's the most consistent driver. They're the most consistent team. This isn't just like a one race situation anymore. It's going to come down to like consistency and who can string together a full season and a full 10 races in the chase. And like, the JRM cars just they've shown the last couple years that they just have speed that nobody else in the field has on a week in week out basis, and Justin Allgaier's been the anchor of that for so many years. And like, you're sitting here telling me who I have to bet on to be like the most consistent team in that series. It's hard for me to not say the 7 team, so I'll say Justin Allgaier gets his second championship.
I think I go within the same camp. By same camp, I mean Chevy. I'm gonna say Jesse Love. Actually, I would say someone who's always consistent, mostly. No matter what track you put him at, and you don't really expect it. Even when his car's shit, it turns good. I mean, look at Phoenix. We saw it there. The car was fucking terrible, and then out of nowhere, the car turned good. Someone who's just really consistent, even though the car might suck, and when the odds are stacked the highest, he'll be there. But I feel like he could put up a good challenge. He's young. He's developed throughout the years. He's getting more wins. He's getting more experience under his belt. And he's the future of the Xfinity, I feel like. Not Cup. I think he might be another Austin Hill. Just kind of just stay in Xfinity. But yeah.
I just want to say, you said Chevy Camp. I'm just shocked you didn't say Sam Mayer.
Well, I want
I
Sam
thought
Mayer.
that's where you were going.
I want Sam Mayer. I want Sheldon Creed. You know what I'm saying? When you're talking about consistent, I mean, the first person who comes to my mind is Sheldon Creed. I mean, when you're talking about consistent, but like, I'm not sure how this year's going to go. We have such a diverse field now, and I don't know what to expect Chevy to be, fielding this many cars. Now, I don't know how they're going to do. So like, and it's Haas's first year back, which I get. It's a little bit easier being in Xfinity or O'Reilly's than it is in Cup when you change manufacturers. But I don't know. I'd like it to happen, but
we're talking truck Xfinity. I just want to say I'm very excited to see what we're going to see from the Ram trucks this year.
I'm excited to see fucking Tony Stewart back. I mean, fuck him, but like, I want to see how I want to see what lap he gets fucking bend on. That's the biggest thing I care about.
I'm just excited to see I'm excited to see Tony too, but throughout the year, like what kind of speed these Ram trucks have. Like,
see how
is
many
it going to be a
does.
big? Yeah, I'm excited for Mini Terrell. I'm excited for
we all found out is the
Butterbean.
winner of the show. I don't know if we didn't say that. It was announced, if you didn't watch, that he is going to be running the 14 truck full time this season because he didn't win the race for the ride.
Yeah, it's like those are two, like if you're into short track racing and like grassroots racers, like you got Butterbean and Mini Terrell both getting full-time truck rides this year, and they're big chance. And like it's awesome for like the short track community. You got a lot of grassroots short track guys in that series this year with Caden, with Butterbean, with Mini Terrell. Like it should be a fun year for the truck series, like a bounce back year, because Corey Heim was just like miles ahead of everybody last year. To me, it's a pretty shitty year for the truck series to just watch it be dominated like that. And like, I think it's gonna be a lot better this year.
I feel like it's also weird with Ram too, because I don't know if you saw the news about Daniel Dye. Like we know he's running full time in Ram, but then he's also running part time with Ford and AM Racing.
Yeah, and we know like with
It's
Colleague,
a
like they're still
weird,
running
it's a
Chevy
weird,
and Cup.
and colleague is still running Chevy. Yeah, so it's like it's a weird thing that's going on. Like I get it, they have a manufacturer who's not really with anyone at Trucks, but like it's weird to have someone within your camp drive for a team that no one else is driving for. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
Yeah.
Because like he's the only driver who's going to be running a Ford outside of a Dodge. I don't know, but still. Um,
Um.
we can get into
All right.
Cup now. We can kind of go over all 16.
Yeah. Go ahead. Give me 16 through 13, and then I'll do my 16 through, and we'll just do like 4 at a time.
Ooh, I only did 15. Fuck my life. 16. Okay, got it.
All right. Go ahead.
16. Kyle Busch. He gets a win, but that car is just not consistent.
So you think he gets
Easy as that.
in the chase?
He'll kind of, yeah, he'll get in the chase. He'll be pretty consistent. I mean, he won't be good, but I feel like he'll be consistent enough to at least get himself in the chase. Same thing for my next pick, Ryan Preece. It's just that car is so hit or miss, and I feel like he'll be there when it counts the most. But I mean, we'll get in. Josh Berry. There's too many short tracks. I mean, as long as we can stack them up this time and not fucking wreck or the car doesn't blow up, I think we'll be all right. I feel like we will. 13, Chris Buescher. I mean, you want to talk about hit or miss? He is a definition of hit or miss. He'll either like fucking run the shit out of a car or he'll be mid as fuck. After watching Bowman Gray, I feel like RFK is going to pick it up a little bit this year. So that's why I have two RFK cars at the bottom. I don't feel like they're going to go anywhere, but I feel like they're going to have enough to kind of get himself in the chase.
Chris Buescher is definitely one of the big winners in the chase format coming back, that he doesn't have to finish 12th in points and miss the
I think
playoffs for.
like I said, I think it really depends on the car because like we saw last year, RFK was just kind of, but when we saw in the year before, they were pretty fucking good. So like this is where I'm kind of questioning. I don't know how they're going to do. So I at least have him in the chase, but I don't have him high enough to really say that like he's going to be a threat.
So my 16 is Ryan Preece. I have at 16. I have Ty Gibbs at 15. I think they bounce back a little bit. I think he'll make the chase. There's too much speed there for them to not make it. So I think they'll be a little more consistent get in. My 14, I have SVG. I think he'll be able to stack up his road course wins and make the chase this year, because we know the 15 points for wins are going to be huge. And he was running a lot better than he was at the end of last year on ovals. So like I think he can be consistent enough to make the chase, and I have him finishing 14th in the chase. And then at 13, I have Bubba Wallace.
Okay. So we're doing 12 through 9?
Yep.
Okay. 12th, I actually have Bubba. I have him a little bit above that little bottom cut line I had. Next, I have Reddick. I have both 2311 cars. We know they're good, but I don't know how they're going to do this season. They could just be Reddick could have another season where he's just kind of poking around the whole year.
Saw Reddick lost Monster, by the way, right?
Oh, I didn't see that.
Yeah.
Fuck him.
Monster was worried about the lawsuit stuff and left the team. So
good. 10th, I have Carson Hocevar.
Oh wow,
it's a scary season. I really do feel it. He's gonna be fucking up there, and you sign a deal going to next decade. That says a lot about you as a driver and what you can bring to the table. And I feel like this season where it really wakes up the beast, should I say? 9, William Byron.
Oh wow.
I don't have much else. I have Byron close to the bottom. I mean, abysmal. You ran so well during few races, and some races you did jack fuck. I feel like it might be another season of that, of you just being all right. You're
but
gonna
this
win
format, like you top 10 you top 10 yourself to death in this format. Like you're gonna finish pretty. You don't have to worry about winning races as much in this. I mean, you still got to win, but
I still have him in the top 10. But like I guess at
low.
the same time, it is. But when you look at all the drivers that could do good in this format, it's hard to justify Byron over most of these guys.
All right. Well, my 12 is Joey Logano. Just I don't know, man. That team just they're just there most
I'll
weeks,
tell you right
man.
now,
They
Penske,
don't.
I don't even have Joey in my top fucking 16.
Oh wow. Okay. Yeah, I have Joey at 12. I have Chris Buescher at 11. I have Alex Bowman at 10, and I have Tyler Reddick at 9.
Fair enough. 8, Ty Gibbs. With this format, I feel like it's going to do him so well. You want to talk about consistent? I mean, that is the guy. You know, he is the Sheldon Creed of Cup Series. He is the guy who will be up there. He'll get points, but he won't win. But he'll be up there. 7, Alex Bowman. I feel like we know that this format benefits Hendrick the most outside of Kyle Larson. So I mean, 6, Ryan Blaney. Could be very hit or miss again. Like I said, you know, we kind of saw it with him a little bit. You know, you would be up there, and sometimes you just wouldn't. 5, Kyle Larson. I have him right before the top 4.
All right. I got 8 is Ross Chastain for me. Yeah, I
That is the
mean,
definition of inconsistent.
he punches way above his weight, and I think with this format, like that'd be a great season for Trackhouse and where they're at. So, I got Chastain at 8. I got Denny Hamlin at 7. I don't know if that's low for Denny to some people. I'm sure they'll try to argue, but I mean, if we had this format last year, he would have been 6th, and he's got a shoulder injury and a lot of other stuff going on. I still think he'll have a good year. I don't think he's going to be a championship, like a true championship contender this year. I got Denny Hamlin at 7. I got Blaney at 6, and I got Chase Briscoe at 5.
Okay, so our 6th pick, all of our picks, I feel like at the top are going to be kind of the same. I feel like our championship is going to be a little bit different, but 4, I have Briscoe. 3, I have Denny. 2, I have Chase Elliott. 1, I have Christopher Bell.
All right.
I know
So
you're
we
going to
got
have Chase as number 1. So,
I don't.
oh, you don't?
I have Chase at 4.
Oh,
I got 4 Chase Elliott, 3 Kyle Larson, 2 Christopher Bell, and I picked William Byron to win the championship, which is why I was
C.
so
Bell is the
surprised when
man.
you had him at
When
9.
you see this format, you think C. Bell. That's 2 championships he would have had on his record already. When I think about the points layout in this format, I think about Christopher Bell. How many championships he could have? How many times he's got fucked out of Phoenix and not won a championship because some stupid shit happened? At
Yeah,
least
I
2.
had Bell at 2, but I went ahead and went with Byron as my championship pick. I just think, on when it gets down to it, I think the Hendrick cars are a small step ahead of the Gibbs cars, and I think it's going to pay dividends for Byron here. And I don't know, I just went with Byron. I mean, I think Byron and Bell and Larson probably have to be the 3 favorites.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that ended up being a top 3. But yeah, I went with William Byron as my championship pick this year.
I can agree with that. I mean, I get where you're coming from with that. I personally don't see it happening, but that's just me being me. But I mean, it's a solid pick. I don't see Byron doing too well in this format.
So our
Not enough to
champs
be in the top
are
4.
I'm Byron, Allgaier, Honeycutt, and you are Bell, Love, and Riggs.
Yep.
There we go. I told you
Lock
this
it in.
wasn't gonna be no hour and a half show. We're 40 minutes in, and
Whatever. But there's the locks.
yeah,
I mean, that's pretty much what we got. Not much else special to really talk about. I guess we kind of just
the Daytona 500.
We have to see after Daytona is the biggest thing. Like, yeah, it's Daytona is the biggest race of the year, but like this race doesn't set up anything for the future of the season. You know what I'm saying? Like, you have to wait till after you get through all the super speedways. So I say until after COTA is when we really get to see, what the season's going to lay out. So, because we have Daytona, Atlanta, and COTA. And then kind of we get into the nitty gritty tracks, the short tracks, the mile and a halves, things like that. Because we go to Kansas, we go to Texas. A lot of those places where it kind of dictates, like, okay, who's going to run well. Super speedways, I mean, fucking BJ McLeod could go out and win if he racing in it. I mean, Justin Allgaier could win. You don't know.
Dude, that car looks so nice, by the way.
It does. It's sexy as fuck. But I hate I hate all the traveler all over it. It's the worst thing. Like, I like it, but it's everywhere.
I like the 40 like design this year more than last year's. Like just the actual style of the number.
Yeah, it's a nice car. I mean, but I was gonna get into that kind of, Wednesday. What can you expect from, who do you expect to go ahead and lock themselves in? Not lock themselves in, but like,
Um,
do you expect Allgaier to do good tomorrow? Do you expect him to kind of get
yeah,
himself in? And
I think he'll lock it. By the way, big part of what you're mentioning too, they tweaked the format for the better this. We're like, do you remember like in previous years where it's like if you were locked in on speed in the duels, you could still race your way in, and then it would like revert to speed, like if you raced your way in,
Mhm.
like that weird shit. They got rid of that. They made it a lot less confusing this year. Like it's duels, and then like once you're locked in after qualifying, like where you finish in the duels doesn't affect any of the other open cars. I am glad they made that tweak this year and made it a lot
Okay.
less confusing to keep up with.
Yeah, I think
Um,
tomorrow is just more of like a idea of what we can expect on the duels. I mean, who we can expect to be fast. I mean, it's going to be nothing special tomorrow. It's just kind of, what are you going to see on Thursday? I think Thursday is the biggest tell all. What we'll see for the race. I love the duels personally. I feel like they're great. They're so fun to watch. Everyone gets their shots in front of their car at Daytona too, which I love because like everyone has their crouch down knee shot where they're sitting there at the door of their car. Daytona is just a fun time in general because it's really getting started. Like the season's really starting this weekend.
you got
And it's a
you
good
got
time for
picked
all of us.
you got picked to win the pole tomorrow.
Um, Spin Dick.
Okay.
Austin Spin Dick. I got Cindric winning pole. I feel like it's kind of hard not to pick him when it comes to super speedways. I would say him. I hope front row kind of turns it around a little bit. I hope they kind of get a little bit better when it comes to the super speedways. We knew they were so dominant whenever they had McDowell and old Todd, but it kind of went away after McDowell left. But
No
I,
more
I
hands out the window, by the
no
way.
more has the window too. Yes, I did see that. That is now going to DQ your lap time.
Um, I wonder if anybody's gonna fuck that up and uh get
Joey
thrown
Logano.
out tomorrow trying to do that. Yeah. Or Chase fucking when he put his hand on the roof and fucked
Yep.
the whole lap up because he did it wrong.
What are you?
um,
What do you pick for pole?
let's see. Give me, I think a feel good story this weekend. With all the Roush cars running, the Greg Biffle tribute numbers. So for the sake of a good story, um, give me Brad Keselowski coming back from his injury,
I would love that.
um, running the tribute number to Biffle, puts down a hot lap, sits on the pole.
I would love that. Friday, we got trucks. I don't know what time. I'm pulling up the odds right now if I can get them.
Yeah, let me know if there's odds.
Hold up. We have Cup on DraftKings. That's it. Let me check FanDuel.
Maybe they have them in the NASCAR app. I know they show them
All we
there
have in
sometime.
FanDuel is Cup as well.
All right, so no odds but that's fine.
Yep. Low key ass, but we're fine.
We can pick a
Um,
winner.
wait, maybe I can do this. Hold on. Oh no, it's only for Cup. Yeah, I mean we can just pick winners.
You,
Trucks. Who you
you're
got?
gonna you're gonna shit on me for my truck pick, and I already know it, but I'm
Tony
sticking
Stewart.
with it. No, Corey LaJoy gets his first NASCAR National Series win. He's in the 75, the truck that won this race last year, and got DQ'd because the truck rolled down the banking after Parker's burnout and ended up missing heights and getting DQ'd for that, which is bullshit. And my bet got voided, and I was pissed. Made $300 and had it taken from me. But this year, gonna get redemption for the 75 team, and Corey finally breaks through, gets the victory lane in the National Series. I'm going with the 75.
I don't know. I really don't know. It's kind of hard, like when I'm looking at the Truck Series now, because the number one guy is gone. So you were kind of guessing around him. Like now there's no number one guy. Besides Lane Riggs. Hmm. It's a hard pick.
It's Daytona. Like you just gotta kind of throw a dart.
Let me see if there's any special. I don't know who all's running that's special this weekend.
I got you. I got it pulled up right here. We got Michael McDowell in the 7. Let's see who else. We got Haley's full time. I was about to say Haley. Stewart obviously in the 25. We got Travis Pastrana in the 42. We got Ricky Stenhouse Jr. in the 45. We got John Hunter Nemechek in the 62. Corey LaJoy in the 75. Carson
give me John
Hocevar.
Hunter. I'll get John Hunter.
All right. There you go.
John Hunter on that shit. I don't give a fuck.
He's driving for Halmar Friesen.
They got a second truck?
Yeah, they run a second truck part time, the 62.
All right. O'Reilly's, what you got?
I'm going with another first time winner just an Xfinity first time winner. Give me Rajah Caruth. We know how good JRM is in these races. They never quite have as much as the RCR cars. Hopefully this isn't another Austin Hill domination. Hoping that's not the case. Hard to pick against him, but I'm going to go with Rajah to get his first career Xfinity win.
Carson Hocevar.
There we go.
He's running the 42.
He's running all three races this weekend.
Yep. I was stuck between that low key and who was the other one? Fuck. Jeb Burton. Jeb Burton was the other one. I was stuck between those two, but I think
Jeb's always good in these races.
Yeah. I keep forgetting that Patrick Starpoli's fucking full time Big Machine. Fucking stupid pick, but what do I know? Yeah. Let's see. For
now the big one.
Who's this? 36. Chandler Smith's running for front row?
Not for front row. I believe it is
36. He's running the 36.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chandler Smith running 36. Allgaier, JJ Yaley, Anthony Alfredo, Casey Mears in the 66. Corey Heim,
Jimmy
McLeod, Corey LaJoy, Jimmy Johnson, and yeah, that's it. Who you got? Underdog.
I'm getting the odds pulled up still. I don't know if you got yours yet.
I do.
I'm sure there's probably not a lot of great juice for top 10s considering it's Daytona.
Yeah, there's someone is.
Are you on DraftKings?
Yeah.
All right. I was checking FanDuel. Let me switch over to DraftKings real quick. It's making me. All right, you go ahead because it's making me update DraftKings real quick.
Underdog. I am going to say. We know he's good at drafting tracks. You put him in a good cup car. After the performance you had last week, I'm going to say it. Corey LaJoy plus 5,500.
For a top 10?
For a win.
Oh, you're picking him to win?
Underdog win. I want an underdog win just because there's so many open
cars.
So
is he your top 10 pick?
No, he's my underdog win. I want to have like a main winner and then an underdog winner who we think might be an underdog that's going to win.
Well, who's your top 10?
We don't do top 10 till after we pick our main winner.
Oh, true.
This guy.
So we're just doing like guy we think we can win, but probably won't win.
We'll still do a top 10, but I just want to have an underdog winner as well, just to have someone who like might win the race, and then someone who you think's actually going to win the race, and then do a top 10 pick.
All right, mine will be. Hey, he was mine for the Clash too, and he ended up running pretty damn good. I nailed it with the Clash, so I'll roll with him again. Dirty Dan, dude, he ended up finishing fourth in the Clash. Remember, you asked me like, uh, who was like
Dirty
my
Dan.
dark horse for the Clash, and I picked Suarez.
Oh, fuck yeah, I forgot about that. Yeah, it was raining. He is plus 3,500, so that's pretty good odds. He's low down on the list though. I mean, you gotta think his Daytona odds are always you're not gonna have very high. I mean, unless you're uh Anthony Alfredo or Casey Mears, then you're not gonna have really good odds. Main winner. I am going to say fuck, it's a tough pick. Cindric, plus 1,600. I got him getting pole
Second
and getting
Daytona
win.
500.
Pole and win.
I'm gonna go with. I'm gonna stick with my theme from my poll pick. I don't know. I believe in magic sometimes, and with Greg Biffle's passing, Roush running the tribute numbers. Think we already got the Clash win for Roush. I think the good vibes continue, and Roush starts the season with the bang. And I'm gonna go with Chris Buescher
I
as
was
my
stuck on that
Daytona
one too.
500,
Not gonna lie.
and that
You got Buescher at
is
2,500 on DraftKings.
not bad.
Top 10. I am going to say Cole Custer plus 320. I mean, it's fucking stupid not to take that, honestly. He's good at one track and one track only at super speedways. And to have him at plus 320, I feel like it's pretty damn good odds.
That's fantastic. Actually, I love that pick
Yeah.
because he'll always. Custer will be leading a line, battling for the lead with 2 to go after not seeing him all day.
Yep. Custer is definitely a lock for this, so I got him. You can go probably Corey LaJoy down.
He's plus 260. Give me.
There's one
I'm
that I see
surprised.
as well right here, but
Yeah, I'm surprised to see Zane Smith this far back, plus 300.
that's exactly what I was saying.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with Zane
Yeah. I mean,
for
solid
mine.
pick.
Also, I like John Hunter Nemechek too. He
Yep.
he finished third in the
Yep.
500 last year, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
So
No, yeah.
I'll go with Zane as mine, but John Hunter also a really good one down there.
These aren't bad locks, honestly. I feel like they all have good chances, but it is Daytona. You never know what's fucking gonna happen. So I can sit here and say that, and then JJ Haley goes out and wins. Some shit like that. You never know what's gonna happen. That's what I love about this race, and it's so fucking chaotic. And you might see your driver lead for a couple laps, and you get your fucking heart broke a couple later. I've had that happen to me plenty of times. So I never expect much out of these races, but I just know it's always going to be a good one. All 3 series. I'm excited for the duels on Thursday. Tomorrow's going to kind of fucking suck because I'm going to be excited all day to watch the duels. Then kind of Friday get in the truck. Saturday spend some time with the lady, and the family if you do. And then Sunday we get a fucking banger. I mean, pretty much.
Let's go.
It's gonna be a good weekend.
Look at you. You're all worried about 2 hours. Under an
This
hour.
fucking
We're
guy,
almost
but
done.
he pushed the podcast an hour and a half. He just kept fucking pushing. We're on Travis's time.
We are.
We're on Travis's time. He gets a girlfriend, bro. Life perspective changed.
Hey, unlike some people, I still do the podcast at least when that happens.
That is fair. I'll give you. That. I will give you that. I still have not heard from said person.
No, me neither. Radio silent.
I hope everything's well.
Going on about 6 months.
I hope everything's well. Oh well, no hate around here.
Got my money back for my tickets to the race, and that was the last I heard from him.
Hope's all well. That's all I got to say.
I wonder if he's watching the 500.
I doubt it. It's Valentine's Day weekend. They're probably going to fucking Aruba. Anyways,
oh man!
I don't want to say too much. I'm gonna back it up there.
No, we're on the same page. No chance. No chance he's listening anyway. Who cares?
Nah, but you never know. Never know.
Oh shit, man!
Shout out the Seahawks though. good win. I told my girlfriend before the game even started, I was like, it's gonna be our word. I'm sorry, you guys. You have 8 wins against teams where the head coach got fired. 8 of the worst teams in the NFL. The other 4 wins, you went against an injured quarterback, and you were playing a backup. To be fair, you guys have had a cupcake schedule. I don't want to hear shit. Yes, your team has played out of their mind though. Drake May is very good. Ramondre Stevenson is very good. I love Austin Hooper. I've always thought he's a really good tight end and hasn't got the
I mean,
love he got.
our defense played good enough to win that game on Sunday. We held them without a touchdown for 3 quarters.
But you still gave up fucking 6 field goals. So
I
yeah,
mean,
but
we
you
held
get.
them without a touchdown for 3 quarters. Like,
I'm sorry,
it
you
was
gave up
our.
200 yards to a backup running back.
He's not a backup.
Yeah, he is.
No, he's not.
Yeah, their running back got injured. Seattle's.
Their backup running back got injured.
I thought that was their. I thought that was no. I'm pretty
No,
sure it's the other way around.
no, Kenneth Walker's the starter.
Anyway, it don't fucking matter. You gave him 200 fucking rushing yards.
It was like 130, but
he ran all over. No, it was. Okay, I was thinking rushing and receiving because I had a parlay down, and he had over like 200 something. So either way, a running back still had that many yards.
I mean, they gave up a big run in the fourth. I'm just saying, our defense played good enough to win that game. Like,
no, I'll
you,
tell you who sold you. That fucking rookie, Will Campbell, whatever his name is.
yeah, he's terrible.
Yeah, he fucking sold. That was
Yeah.
atrocious. He gave up six tackles for loss and 4 sacks.
We used the 4th overall pick on a guard that we moved to tackle, and we see how that ended up working out for us.
Vrabel still deserved coach of the year. That's all I got to say. I think Vrabel has, definitely revived himself. I didn't think he was a bad coach in Tennessee. He revived it back at the Browns, kind of being the D-line coach, and then got the head coaching job after Gerard Mayo just couldn't coach. Shout out Tennessee though.
Fired Doug Marrone.
Shout out Tennessee though. Vrabel. I mean this Patriots team's only going to get better, and we all know that. That's the
Vrabel
part.
Vrabel needs to go ahead and fire Doug Marrone like right now. Our offensive line coach. He's time for him to go.
It was still. I mean, Patriots woke up a little bit too late in the fourth quarter. That scoring drive was very sexy. I hate Stephon Diggs because I need him to get one more reception for the sake of my parlay. But
dude,
he had 3 and made to 4.
When we were down 19-7 and like we were moving the ball down the field, it's like, all right, we might score here. It'll be 19-14. Throws a Brett Favre fuck it ball. Like, yep. Like what are you? That was so stupid.
I don't know. It's crazy. Like I was telling people at work, I was like, you would have told me 5 years ago that James Harden would be on the Cavaliers, and Cavaliers are actually in contention. You told me that Sam Darnold will win a championship.
Anthony Davis is on the Wizards.
Yeah, and he won't stop getting injured. Like LeBron's still playing basketball. Like shit like this. Like you would have told me this a couple years ago. I would have said, you're fucking stupid and you're lying out of your teeth. But like it's crazy. It's crazy.
The Wizards traded for Trae Young and Anthony Davis, and they're just not going to play either of them at all this season. So we can try and get the #1 pick, and then like
smart ass choice.
Yeah,
yeah.
They're like, we traded for 2 stars, and then they're like, all right, we'll trade for both of you now, and these are moves for next year. Y'all can sit on the bench.
Beniak or whatever his name is, the dude from Alabama, where his shit got rescinded.
Oh, thank God! What a joke that was.
You got hated for how long, and then just for that shit, just be like, no, you're not playing anymore.
Yeah, they. That's all Alabama cares about is beating Auburn, and they made sure they drug that shit out long enough to play Auburn, and then that's all they were worried about.
I'm sad football's over. I love watching football. It's always a good background sport for me. So
yeah, I'm sad too.
Kind of sad it's over. I wish it was a little bit longer, but NASCAR starting up. Can't wait to be disappointed even more than I am usually with the Browns, but it is what it is. Shout out to Sunset though. My boss went to Phoenix, and I was like, "Yo, I know you're going to Phoenix." I was like, "If you decide to go to the mall," in case you don't know, my second favorite NBA team is Phoenix. I was like, "If you decide to go to the mall or anything, or you're downtown, want to hit the arena, let me know." She texted me last Wednesday. She was like, "I'm on the way," and I was like, "To where?" And keep in mind, she's on vacation in Phoenix, and she was like, "To the arena," and I was like, "Huh?" And I was like, "Okay, word." I was like, "Let me know what they got." She sent me a picture of this hat, and I was like, "Oh, that's kind of cool. It's like a cheap little trucker hat." Bro, she sent me a picture of the price tag. It was $55.
Oh my God.
I mean, bro, this shit is cheap. This shit is. I'm sorry, but this shit is fucking cheap. But I love it. And I was like, I can't say no because she went out of her way to go downtown to go to the arena for me to send me pictures of hats, and then I'm gonna say I don't want it because all the other hats are kind of lame, honestly, and I have most other hats. But yeah, I have this $55 Suns hat now that has a little basketball under the lid, and it's a cheap ass foam trucker hat.
Peep this, by the way.
Whatever.
We got the Bowman Gray, like it's like a dark camo, and it's like
That's kind of
the
cool. Actually.
mesh kind of. Yeah, pretty sweet.
That's pretty cool. Before we get off here, I hate to mention my eBay business is popping off. A lot of shit has been selling. I have made well over $800 already. I will tell you that right now. I am a machine on eBay. I broke the fuck out of my printer though, so my shit's really slow. It wouldn't connect to the Wi-Fi, and I punched the fuck out of the top of it, and I shattered the glass. Yeah, it pissed me off really. You can ask my girlfriend; she can attest to it. I sat in this floor for an hour and a half trying to get this fucker connected to the Wi-Fi, and it would not connect. And I never get mad. I get upset. I don't get mad, but I got so mad I punched the fuck out of it, and I shattered it. It's only a $50 printer, but I was told not to buy HP, apparently online, and I bought HP anyway. So fuck HP. I need more ink too. But check out my eBay shit, Bailey_W0859. You want some good NASCAR merch, good jerseys. I sold the Aaron Hernandez jersey, by the way.
Hell yeah.
Some little fucking creep. I sent Cooper a picture. They bought it at 2:30 in the morning. I'm like, what fucking creep was scrolling through on eBay at 2:30 in the morning for an Aaron Hernandez jersey and bought it.
By an Aaron Hernandez, that is diabolical.
Yeah, I was playing games. It was on a Friday night. I remember I went and I was brushing my teeth because I go to bed late in the weekend.
Oh yeah, that was a drunk that's like a drunk college kid.
Nah, bro, they was blowing my shit up on my phone. They was like, "Oh, well, how far out?" I'm like, "Look up the tracking number." They're like, "How do I do that?" I'm like, "What the fuck?" Just look up tracking number on Google and you put in the tracking number I sent you, and then boom, it'll show you where your package is. And bro, people are so fucking asshole. Like, there was a guy. I get okay. Before I know I'm rambling on here. There was a guy. I thrifted a New York Giants quarter zip Nike. It was a size medium. And if you don't know this, whenever you post something on eBay, AI makes the listing title. So it'll automatically put the title in the listing, and then you don't really have to mess with it. It put it as a large, but it was actually medium. But in the picture I took of the shirt, you can see clearly on the fucking tag, it said medium. And I made sure that it was on there. And this guy messaged me, and bro, it was all caps. He was like, "You sent me a medium when it says large in the title." He's like, "What are we going to do about this?" I was like, "Oh, shit. Sorry about that, man." I was like, "If you want, I can refund all your money. You can ship it back to me. I'll get it sold again." I was like, "Or I can give you a partial refund." And he was like, "So you expect me to take time out of my day to make a label for your mess up?" He was like, "How about you just refund me all my money now?" I said, "I'm not going to refund you all your money." I said, "I will make the label for you if you want to ship it back, but I can also refund you half your money." And right after that, he left me a bad review and then said he wanted a full refund. So I gave him a 50% refund, and then I blocked him. And I was like, "Fuck you. If you're going to leave me a bad review and then do all this shit and say you're going to," he also said he's going to give it to his son too because it would fit his son. I was like, "If you're going to leave me a bad review, I try and help out and tell you I'm going to do this for you. And then you still going to do all that shit to me and then fuck up my whole entire account. I'll give you a half refund, then I'm going to block you. That way you can't contact me."
What a fucking twat.
Yeah. And then one guy, I'll give him the benefit of the doubt. I had these little shipping bags. I was out of boxes, so I had to put a hat in a shipping bag. And they kind of dented in the top of the hat. And he was like, "Hey, man, the hat came in fucked up." And he sent me a picture, and it was like caved in. He was like, "I got to get it steamed." So I refunded him 75% of his money. And I was like, "That's my fuck up. I should have put it in the box." So I promise I'm a good seller. But like, shit like that happens. People are just assholes. I'll say that.
Hey, fuck them.
People are just assholes.
All right, let's call it a night. Buy his eBay packages. Enjoy the Daytona 500.
I'm my shit on eBay. Bailey_W0859. Let's get to it.
There you go. Do that. Watch Daytona 500. Enjoy the races. Subscribe on YouTube, Rose 1 through 10, Sectator Media. Same on Twitter, Rose 1 through 10, Sectator Media. Retweet, follow, all that good stuff. And let's enjoy Daytona weekend, baby.
Goddamn right. And then Atlanta right after. We'll be there.
Yes, sir.
Boom. All right, we'll intervene sometime next week, depending on Travis's dating schedule. He'll let me know what day he's good. So, we will see what day next week we can talk about Daytona. But of course, Twitter will keep you posted.
Until then, everybody enjoy the weekend.
Be good. Enjoy Daytona.